Right now, in my career, I think my headshots are holding me back. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. But don't worry, me and you, we're gonna be in this together. We're gonna fix it. If you are feeling the same way, which I know a lot of people are right now, of feeling stuck with your headshot, it might not be you. We have many stages in our careers, and different stages call for different shots. So let me set a precursor that everything I'm about to say is very much my personal opinion based off of my experience. Flat out. You gotta trust yourself and your gut. This is the internet, people. You'll get a million different opinions. But if you're curious about my opinion, stick with me. I am determined to feel more confident in my headshots. So in this video, we're going to discuss how it's not necessarily us that's the problem in our headshots. It's the way we are going about marketing ourselves for our stage and our career. Okay, let's get into it. Your headshot needs to match your career stage. So depending on where you are in your career, whether you're a beginner and you're just starting to do some community theater or educational theater, or you are a professional and you are trying to get your entry co-star roles, or you're more established going into the guest star and leading character roles. Your package of how you present yourself in order to be cast is very important. And the number one part of that is usually your headshot, because that's the first thing a casting director sees before they even decide if they're going to have you audition for them. So with that being said, you guys have to understand where I'm coming from right now so we can discuss about, what direction I think I should be going with my headshot. Basically, I already have done the co-star entry-level roles. I have some of those on my resume, and now I'm ready to start leveling up. And because of that, I need a little bit of a rebrand, you know what I mean? Also, if you want more details on everything I was just talking about and you don't really understand that, please check out my other video where I talked about this. It's in my Actor Essentials playlist. Basically, that playlist, I walk you through all the essential steps of setting up your acting career, including branding yourself for your headshots and demo footage. I'm gonna link that right here, and once you understand what I'm talking about, you can come back to this and you can help me out. So once again, this is my personal opinion. I went out for co-star roles and specifically targeted them first. Why? This was my ideology. This business is like any business. I like to think of it like any other company. You start in the mailroom and you work your way up to become the CEO. The same way as actors, we start off in some smaller roles and work our way up to be bigger roles. Because of that, my strategy was to target those smaller roles with my materials. Those smaller roles, usually stereotypes only with a couple lines, like the intern, or like the nerdy school student. Anything like that where it's like a little phrase of an occupation of some sort usually, or some stereotype. They're your co-stars. And not gonna lie, I think I nailed those shots. Take a look. Okay, great. So now you understand kind of where I was, where I came from. Let's talk about a few more points so that we can really dive into what the heck I'm gonna do. So I first off want to make the point, once again, I've said this in past videos, that casting is not looking for just pretty. You know, when I was in my teenage years and into college, I kind of didn't get that. I just figured I want to be like the hottest I can be in my headshot. And I think a lot of people can take that approach. For example, even if you're trying to be like, ooh, the scary vampire, really pale type, people don't try and go for an actual version of that. They try and do like the Twilight version of that. That's Hollywood-esque and like, so I just want to mention this to keep us all on track, keep our goals oriented. We are not going for pretty, we are going for castable. I think if being pretty or a shot comes out pretty is right for that character, sure, why not? But when the real goal is to just get a shot that evokes a feeling and captures someone's attention, that's not just being hot. It's more about being truthful. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind as I try and carve out what I want going forward. I think it's such a hard thing to keep at the forefront, especially when you're starting to go for new shots. So please keep me accountable. Help me out there. Also, oh my God, I just looked at the camera lens and realized that the chair keeps sinking as I'm like going throughout the video because I have it. I'm on like a bar stool, so it's like at the highest setting. It just keeps going down. I'm going to fix that. Oh, now I'm too tall. That seems better. Okay, let's keep going. If you are also working on a rebrand similar to me, I want you to know that when your headshots work, they will work fast. So that being said, be ready if your headshots really pick up that you might have to pick up with your auditioning. Oh no, what a sad problem to have. Of course, that's the goal. We want our headshots to bring us auditions. But there is a lesson in there to keep in mind that when you actually have something kick off like you want it to, you better have the rest of your life in place to support that. Whether that be your job able to support your auditioning schedule picking up? Whether you need to make some coordination to make sure that you can up and leave to go film something. Story time. This was like a weird universe thing where I feel like it was meant to be, but I literally went into a headshot session saying, I need a headshot that looks like a Michael Urie type shot. Very specific. Michael Urie, he was on Ugly Betty. He was kind of like the sassy intern, very quick, witty, funny. I felt like my vibe could lend myself well to that, so I thought it would be a great type of headshot to have. Literally the week after I got that headshot back, there was a casting notice for a Michael Urie type. How weird. Of course I submitted that headshot. Landed me an audition, it landed me a callback, and then it landed me the role. That was how I got to be in a short film that ended up going to Tribeca Film Festival in New York City. It was a very exciting time. But that being said, you see how I went immediately from headshot session to audition callback booking out. So yeah, just remember when things work, they work fast, so be prepared. I'm sinking again, aren't I? You guys are gonna just have to deal with me at different heights this video. I had too much Chipotle. So final point I want to make before we talk about the specifics of leveling up our headshots is that just getting new headshots aren't the magic fix for you. Real talk, it's so easy to just think, if I get new headshots, I'll book. But headshots are just one part of the pie. People get roles for all different reasons, or even just get auditions for all different reasons. Headshots, demo footage, past credits, networking connections, all of it's connected. So yeah, you're putting a lot of effort into one heavy part of it that will hopefully bring in new opportunities. But if you have a great headshot, but your demo footage is just little less likely to bring you in. So it's all about measuring the ratios. My headshot percentage of likelihood to bring me in for the roles I want, I think is down. Because of that, that's where I'm putting my focus, aka this video. However, there's also times in the future, in the past, where it might have been my demo footage, or it might have been not having enough networking opportunities. Gauge where you're at and what area of your career needs the actual attention right now. But yeah, all of that to say, just getting new headshots isn't going to be your magical fix. Headshots matter, but just throwing money at a problem won't solve deeper issues. Fix that strategy. Okay, let's get into the deets of what I'm talking about now. So you saw my headshots from before. Yeah, very co-star oriented, very much stereotype, living in that world, right? And then I try to get headshots that were a little bit more neutral, just showing off me, and I ended up with this. I think this headshot is fine, but that's what I don't like about it. I think it's just fine. You guys see me a lot in these videos. You understand what my personality is like. This is your first video. Hey, this is what I'm like. I don't think that headshot necessarily captures my essence correctly. And I use essence lightly here because I know I'm a multifaceted person. You're a multifaceted person. We should have a couple headshots representing the different parts of us. But this headshot, so bland. It's just, my face is just neutral. I feel like it's not really giving us any sort of story besides the fact I love my sweater. I think it was great for one time, but you know, we evolve, we grow, and I'm happy you guys are evolving and growing with me. So that being said, what would really be helpful for me if you left a comment. Comment down below any shows that you're watching that you think I would be good in, or any specific characters, or any specific actors. Now understand, what you say is not going to be the end all be all. I'm going to take that information, you know, run it through my own system and see what resonates right with me. But it is helpful to get an outside perspective on what you guys think when you're looking at me and my personality and how that comes across to you. So yeah, comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. And honestly, I think this could turn into a bigger goal for me. So let me know if you're interested in this turning into a little bit more of a series. I'm thinking of having you guys deep dive way more into the specifics of every little step I do along the way to set up for my headshot session, or maybe even shaking up some demo footage. I think it's important to always keep our materials fresh, and mine just feel a little stale to me. I'm getting older, getting wiser, getting better at acting, but if I don't have the materials to show for it, nobody knows. Okay, well that's me just vomiting my thoughts. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you guys next time. Love you all. Mwah.